Step your game up.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's Deuce Bug, Tex Watson of the Full Blast Movement, Connecticut. 203 was good. I rap, I throw shows, I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? I slay dragons in my spare time, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, I do it all. I do it all, man. I act a little bit in music videos sometimes. I roll with Step Your Game Up TV, you know what I'm saying? Well, I started out my music career actually opening for Foxy Brown at Toad's Place. And that was the first time I ever touched a mic. Was basically in front of a sold out show. And then like 2 weeks later, got asked to come back open for Ghostface, Method Man, and Redman. And from then on, I started doing like more local kind of shows. I wanted to like be more part of the scene, and still stay like a lot of people know me for opening for cats at places like Webster Theater or Toads or out of state or whatever. But a lot of people also know the Full Blast Movement for what we do here in the streets in Bridgeport, New Haven, Norwalk. You know what I mean? Throwing local events and packing, you know, smaller venues around the area. Yeah, well, the Full Blast Movement is a lot more than just a rap crew. We are a movement. We started with the spirit of just expressing an indie culture, you know what I'm saying, and having like graffiti writers and artists and just normal people that are more than just fans, that want to more be involved in the scene. And at the time, it was like probably 3 years ago when it was just starting to pop off like on the underground. The scene, especially hip-hop, had been dead, man, for a minute on the underground level, and like we really wanted to bring that back with a lot more than just me, and that's what rap has become. Everybody's about themselves, and everybody's about, you know, everybody's got their own agenda, and even when they preach the unity thing, it's really with their own best interest in mind. And we really wanted to create something that was more than just a rap thing, and was more than just, you know, look at me, look at what I'm doing. It was more of look at what we're doing. And Full Blast was meant to be everybody, and anybody that wanted to be involved and rep a movement could rep a movement. And then it turned out to us doing shows, and then some people were more serious than others, some people were more available than others, and you know what I'm saying, some people a little more professional than others, and it kind of evolved into a rap crew with a lot of very talented people and a lot of supportive people around us. And the rap crew, Full Blast crew as it stands, is White Cheddar, Meta Music, Soho and Unicron, Chuck Nichols, myself, you know what I'm saying, we got DJ Connect, Kenny Cash, we also got cats like Ant Bomb Jack, Pacer, you know what I'm saying, Michael J. Clocks, you know what I'm saying, Murphy Scabs, RLS, which are like graph writers, artists, musicians, producers, DJs, you name it, you know what I mean? And that is what the Full Blast Movement is all about. We're all about the streets, the underground culture. What we rep is hip-hop culture. Well, yeah, I mean, we've brought some artists in, you know what I mean? We've been doing Fusion Fests for 3 years in a row now. First time was with KRS-One, second time was with Dead by Wednesday, and this time around it's going to be with Capadonna, his launch event with Outbreak Boards out of Connecticut, you know what I mean? And what Fusion Fest is all about is it fuses metal, hip-hop, hardcore, and EDM all together in one event, one time a year. And we got Rebel Inc. from Baltimore coming through this year, and obviously Capadonna. We got some special Wu-Tang guests. Full Blast Movement, as always, is at Rampage Skate Park June 22nd. Through the years, we've brought some cats in, you know what I mean? Shout out to like people like Mr. Liff, Apathy, Bully from D Block. You know what I'm saying? We've brought some cats in, but really, you know, we're about Connecticut. We're about 203 to the 860. You know what I'm saying? That's what we promote. That's what we represent. That's where we throw up our flyers. That's where we distribute our mixtapes. You know what I mean? And we're happy to bring real industry cats in that want to come in and rock. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. We are about Connecticut right now because we're trying to get Connecticut on the map for real. Well, my new record, the new album is called Mantis. It's produced entirely by Kenny Cash. It's basically my third album I've got some mixtapes and other projects out, but it's my third album, and it's my first album that was actually released on a label. It's on Handsome Money Music, official distribution, official packaging, and everything. Shit is really, really on point, and I'm really happy with it. As always, it's got my typical flavor: a little rock, a little rap. You know what I mean? This time I tried to infuse little sounds from EDM, not necessarily like dubstep rap, but it's got a lot of like hints of, you know what I mean, electronic sounds in it, and just really good samples of really good music, and a lot of contributors to it, whether it be on mixing and engineering, or the musicians like Art LS and Kenny Cash that contributed to it. It's got features from Capadonna, Sid Wilson from Slipknot, Chesky, and Henri Osborne from Grey Skull. It's got my homies from Boston, MBS, and obviously Full Blast Movement is on there. And you know what I'm saying? It drops May 31st, and it's by far my best work. It's really, really personal. Like, I've done a lot of tracks in the past that are real conceptual, like songs about time travel or religion or my notebook or whatever. Every single song on this record is personal. It might be about something, but it's about how I went through it or how I feel about it, and everything is real raw, real emotional. And I've gone through a lot, man, and I've dealt with a lot of shit, and I love my life, man, and I love everything that I get to experience on a day-to-day basis, and the people I build with, and you know, I can't be happier. But you know, at times it's stressful, and at times, you know, a lot of elements really test me, and I'm not one to really blow up and make a scene. You know, I gotta keep it professional, I gotta keep it constant and keep it moving at all times, but there is a time and a place to vent and spill your emotion out, and that was this record for me. This album is real emotional. I get a lot of praise and compliments from people, you know, a lot of people I respect too, or people coming up, you know, whether they be rappers or producers or just fans that are just like, you know, but especially the artists, man, the rappers, because a lot of people know me as someone who puts artists on shows, and I build, you know, I do the Full Blast CT showcases pretty much every month, and a lot of other shows that we do, and I'm always willing to build with cats, and a lot of people are always like, yo, Deuce, you know what I mean, you're doing your thing, you got, you know, this following, you guys are always making moves, and it's like, it's great to hear that, and it's awesome. I respect people that, you know, show me praise like that, but at the same time, it's like, I see a lot of, like you said, unprofessionalism at times, and it's like, when you praise me like that, I expect that you're, you know, as an artist, like, you would want to make moves yourself, and you would want to, you know, acquire a fan base and do things, you know, that you're praising. And I tell you what, man, Full Blast did not gain a fan base and make the moves that we make and build with the heads that we build with by being late to our shows, or by not promoting our events, or by, you know, not selling tickets, or, you know, not taking our craft seriously like that. It's just like anything you do in life, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm late an hour to pick up my son, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here, I'm screwed. You know, you can't do that. That's not what a man does, and this is what I do as a man. So I cannot be consistently 2 hours late doing what I'm doing, or, you know what I mean, get, you know, cop some tickets to sell and not sell them. You know what I mean? Because that's not what it's about, and that's not professional. That's either faking the funk or just not really caring about your craft. And, you know, shit happens obviously all the time. I'm not saying I ain't never been late or nothing like that. Of course I have, but it's like you said, there's a lot of cats that really, you know, and we're in a time where it's like everybody raps, and it's everybody want to be a rapper. And personally, I don't have a problem with that. I see a lot of people frustrated with that a lot, that everybody wants to be a rapper. And to me, it's like, yo, it's like basketball. It's part of the culture. You know what I mean? You grew up in the streets or anywhere close to it, you're gonna rap. That's, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. And that's like LeBron James being mad at little kids trying to play basketball. You know what I mean? That he'd be a huge dick for that. So you can't get mad at everybody wanting to rap. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta say, yo, if you're really serious about this shit, and you really want to just do more than rap, and you want to make a career out of it, and make moves with it, and represent yourself as a man, then you gotta treat that shit right. You gotta treat that shit professional. Like, you're really in it to make moves. Just like when I face myself with you know, a problem or something, the first thing I usually ask myself is, all right, what if Deuce Bug, or what if Full Blast was a deli? You know what I mean? What if we were a corner store? You know, what if we had real business to run and I dealt with this issue as a business? How would I handle it? You know what I mean? And that's the difference between a lot of cats out here, you know what I mean, that are professional versus the ones that are not. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're quick to just say what they want, do what they want, and not realize there's a much bigger picture. And even on the indie level, on a smaller scale, it's not necessarily about a lot of money, but it is about representing yourself like a true professional. You know what I'm saying? And that's not losing money. That's not paying to keep up, buying views and fucking buying up tickets and not selling them, or just paying promoters to get on shows. That shit is whack, and that shit is not how you represent yourself. You know what I mean? There are ways to invest in yourself as an artist and pay and even cheat a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to get ahead. Fucking Jay-Z did that shit. You know what I mean? But like, you gotta fucking treat yourself like a professional, you know what I mean? And just have that early mindset, you know what I'm saying? And just do it right and do it real. Shout out Step Your Game Up TV for coming through, you know what I mean? I really appreciate all the promotion that I've been getting for this album that's coming out, man. It's very important to me, and I would really appreciate all y'all to hit up Handsome Money Music Bandcamp, or hit me up online, or come out to a show, or hit it on iTunes and cop the record, you know what I mean? Because we really worked hard on that shit, and it's for y'all. And we really think that y'all gonna enjoy it. It's Mantis, May 31st. Shout out to all the CT who rocks with me and beyond, you know what I'm saying? We going on tour from May 29th to June 8th. Half of the tour is with Bizarre from D12. So we getting love out of state, we making moves out of state, but we got a lot of love for CT. So shout out the whole Full Blast movement. Shout out everybody, all the rappers who rock with me, all the promoters who rock with me. I don't want to start naming names because I'm going to forget some people and feel bad, because there's so many people out there I got love for, man. But to my family, you know what I'm saying, and my son, and everybody who supports me, man, I got mad love. I got mad love for y'all, because I love hip-hop. I love this shit, you know what I'm saying, more than y'all ever know. So, CT, we coming, man. We gonna get there, real talk. I'm Deuce Bug, Tex Watson of the Full Blast movement. Shout out Chuck Nichols, you know what I mean? We be out here, man. Step Your Game Up TV. Peace.
Step your game up.